now includes, you will now see social network information, right? Facebook, tweets, et cetera, et cetera. How many people here view Facebook post, corporate Facebook post as records? Okay, I have a question for you because this is something that is troubling me, and this is something that in my committee we're starting to discuss. I'm the co-chair of the ABA's Discovery Digital Evidence, actually Information Governance Committee. And one of the things we're talking about is whether or not when you post something to Facebook, Facebook keeps it forever, okay? You can delete it. Facebook keeps it forever, okay? If you get sued, you get sued in a class action, you get sued by the FTC, by the, what is it, the Food and Drug, the FDC or whatever, any one of the regulatory agencies or the SEC, and you've deleted this stuff from Facebook, right? You think you've deleted this crap, right? The stuff that you accidentally or just, you know, could be interpreted badly for your company. If Facebook gets subpoenaed, guess what? They're going to have it. And it's going to be your information, and it's there forever. How are you dealing with this? I mean, how do you deal with this? Have you brought it up? Have you brought the issue of the permanence of what you thought was ephemeral? And if you're designated as a record, what do you do about it? Let me ask a question. Sir?
First of all, I would dispute that Facebook keeps everything forever. Facebook's retention policy is a corporate secret. However, our observation reveals that the retention period for Facebook depends upon what they define as relevance to their mission, which means that if it serves their advertisers, they will keep it a long time. If it shows a lot of interest, a lot of likes and comments, they'll keep it a long time. If it's here and gone, then they won't keep it very long. But we don't know for sure what their policy is. Second, there are tools that will allow you to take a snapshot of what is on a Facebook page, and you can have a policy of saying, we will take a snapshot once a day, once a week, once a month, whatever, and keep that as a policy. And it's best available evidence at that point, short of issuing a subpoena to Facebook. Then what is a real challenge to us in the pharmaceutical industry is if someone posts a comment about one of our products, and does that constitute a complaint that then falls under CAPA regulation? So that we can control what we post on Facebook, but we can't control what other posts about us.
Your question is a statement in three parts. I will first say that what Facebook represents to its users is not necessarily what Facebook does. Okay, and I'm not sure that I would take the representations of a company whose sole business is to data mine, that they get rid of anything, anytime, right? I would find it extremely, the historical information, you know, this information probably has value as historical information, as comparators to current information. I would not bet the boat on the fact that they have any kind of document retention policy that would be meaningful for you. As to the best evidence, I think it's a good idea to take those snapshots, but what I'm thinking of is what your records retention policy, how your records retention policy might have an impact on what you thought might be ephemeral and subject to destruction versus what an organization might, how an organization might treat that data that's beyond your control. And I don't think you'd argue with me that Facebook, you know, you look at those terms of service, your data is theirs, okay? And so, you know, the privacy issue is bad. I think this just raises some very, very serious issues about what you post on Facebook. Think about what your employees are posting on Facebook using corporate resources. Yeah, and I think you're right. It presents real problems. What is, in the end, it's whose data is this? You know, there are new tools that are coming out which will actually give corporate privacy in a way. I mean, it's not not privacy to its customers, but maybe privacy to people who would otherwise mine that information, so to prevent, well, put it this way, if you have a corporate, if you have a corporate usage of Facebook, and you could somehow restrict the clear text usage and viewership to a certain group of people, and then after a period of time shred the key that would allow these people to use it because the information becomes untimely, perhaps you may want to think about doing that. These are some of the tools that are coming out. These are some of the things we've been advising clients about, because corporations have as much of a stake in privacy issues as do consumers, as do, you know, like people with hearts and minds, et cetera, et cetera. And I think that, you know, throwing your information into the great gaping maw, I mean, I don't know whether Facebook will sell your information that you have to a competitor. You will never know that, right? And maybe it's information that you might not know the way in which it's mined that might help your competitor versus what you thought you were posting the information for your own purposes. But these are issues that are, you know, they're new, and, you know, nobody knows the answer to these yet.